Hey guys, welcome back. It is June 9th, and I knew there were like a million movies that I had forgotten to talk to you about. So I was trying to get back to you about that. Um, and yeah, I remembered like a bunch of them. I may end up like saying a few that I already had talked about, but I wanted to tell you the ones that I knew I had forgotten about. So the first one, that I totally remembered was The Time Traveler's Wife. Obviously, that's based off a book. It has like Rachel McAdams in it, who's in The Notebook. Um, and it's actually it was way better than I was expecting it to be. Um, yeah, I enjoyed it. I liked the way it was at. It's like this love story, but like I don't know. It was very like it's romantic, but not like over sappy romantic. So I liked it. So yeah, with all this free time that I have, I've just been kind of doing watching TV shows and movies and stuff. The second one, which I can't believe I forgot to remind myself to talk about, is a movie called Flipped. And I thought I didn't even see it until now, but apparently it came out in like 2010. And this one is also based off a book. And which surprises me the most is that I used to work in a bookstore, and I know I can picture that book like right in my mind. Like I can picture the cover of that book because it was in the young adult section. It's only like this big, and they made an entire movie off of it, and I thoroughly enjoyed this movie, and I can't believe that like I missed it all these years. So it's about these this boy who it's an end of the 1950s, so 1950s 1960s. He moves into town across the street from this girl. So his name's Bryce, her name's Julie, and like they go back and forth with interactions as to how different things are, how they different go through their different lives, and like sometimes you'll see the same scene happening, but you'll have a voiceover of like one time you'll have the voiceover of Bryce, and then one time you'll have the voiceover of Julie, and you'll realize that they have completely different ideas of what's going on, and you'll be like, oh, this is where this is going. Or like you'll see different things, and then it's interesting. And then they kind of go off on their own paths, and it's a story of about like connecting and forging like bonds and just like growing as a characters, because like they by the end of the time of the movie, it's like they're only in like 7th or 8th grade, so it's never like a high school romance or anything, but it's more just like a story of growth of character and everything. I liked it for that. I liked the fact that that's how that was. And then just recently today I watched a limited series called Dash and Lily, and I think that had like 7 episodes to it, and honestly it was so funny and adorable, and I just loved it because I mean it was a little bit cheesy because it had to do with being around Christmas time, but what was fun about it was that it like had to do with being in a bookstore at some points, and like a lot of different puns, and the main female character Lily, she creates this notebook, and she puts it in a place in a uh in a bookstore, and then the main male character Dash finds the notebook, and it says it starts like saying all these clues, like, okay, will you do this, will you do this, just like to start interacting. And so they start interacting through this notebook, never actually meeting each other, but having almost a relationship just through this notebook. And it's so cool as to how they interact, and like they get themselves to like put themselves out there more and like dare each other to do different things, and it's really fun. And the kicker is for one of my friends out there who might be a little bit like, do I want to see this or whatever, it's the executive producer is one of the executive producers is Nick Jonas. And part there's one scene with the Jonas Brothers in concert. So yeah, there's Jonas Brothers fan out there. So among my people who actually watch these videos, so maybe that will get you to watch it. Yeah, it was fun. He actually like had a couple lines in the movie, and I was like, that is so funny. So yeah, I really liked that one. I was able to sit down and just binge watch that. Then the last one was, I have to pull it up because I'm gonna forget the name of it. It was the Fundamentals of Caring. Fundamentals of Caring. So that has Paul Rudd in it. So if that doesn't already pull you in, it's like, I don't know what does. And he becomes like a home caregiver, and he becomes a home caregiver for like actually for a kid who is in a wheelchair and everything. And for the longest time, this kid just doesn't want to do anything and stuff. And then Paul Rudd's like, okay, no, I'm gonna take you on a road trip because I know that you want to get out and do stuff besides just sitting and doing nothing, because that's just stupid, basically. And it gets super interesting. They team up with like Selena Gomez. She's in it for a little while. Not as Selena Gomez, but as like a character. And it's fun. It's enjoyable. And again, there's a lot of just like growth of character and, interesting relations, and I enjoyed it. And it was funny. I liked it. So yeah, I think those are all the ones that I can think of that I forgot of, but I'll probably end up forgetting more of them and being mad at myself. But yeah, if you want to check those out, yeah, I'd say give them a try because I thought they were all really good. All right, guys. Hope you have a good night. Bye.